Hello and welcome to today's episode of Mystic Musings. I am your host, Cindy Van Arnhem, master numerologist and possibilitarian, and I am passionate about working with healers, coaches, and spiritual teachers to implement universal laws for easy, simple success. And I love to come in at the end of the day and reflect on what Joy and Jonah shared with us in the morning. So every morning, Joy and Jonah go live. They share with us some information about the universal laws, tap into the energy of the day, and then set us up for success. But for me, it's always been in the reflection where I learn the most, where I'm able to integrate and therefore implement what I've learned. So today was a ruling number 7 and a Jack of Clubs energy. And it felt like I wanted to have it all figured out and I wanted to move quickly. And that is the exact opposite of what I chose to do. Because this morning, Joy and Jonah reminded us to open our minds and our hearts to be willing to not know the answers. Now, I remember when I first started working with Joy and Jonah, my MO was figuring out how. I'm a ruling number 4. It is my job. I thought it was my responsibility to be able to know how. Control was my MO. If I know how to build it in the material world, then I will be valued in the material world. People will want to hire me to use my skills. And so I received what I thought was my value from the doing. Now, for those of you who are out there who are those fast-paced doers, I want to get it done. I've got a to-do list of 52 million things, and I'm going to knock it all out today. Hear me. That is not the answer. Trust me, I've been there. I've done that. The burnout, the adrenal fatigue, the relationships falling apart, all of it. And it ain't worth it. The most success comes from being open to inspiration. I remember Joy and Jonah once told me, you know, that if you just meditated, you'd make more money. And I remember at the time going, what? That makes no sense to me whatsoever. And I laughed in her face because I have been raised to believe, I had been raised to believe that if I just worked harder, I would somehow make more money. That if I just worked that extra hour or got that one more thing done off the to-do list, that somehow I would magically have a breakthrough. That's not how it works. So for those of you who experienced today of the fast pace, I've got to get it done, I've got to get my value from the amount that I'm able to produce, I invite you to take a step back. Take a step back and take a deep breath. Our value does not come from outside of us. Step back into who you are at the core. Step back into your truth. Breathe. And remember that you are enough right here, right now. You are on a journey to something that you wish to experience, but you are enough as you are right here, right now. You are becoming the person who experiences the thing you want to experience. But in this moment, you have everything you need. Everything. And there is nothing you need do to prove that to the world. You are a human being, not a human doing. And even though there is always 52 million things to do, bring it back here. Breathe. And remember, you are enough now, and I desire more. I am enough now, and I desire more. I repeat that over and over. I do not need to check all the things off the to-do list to be worthy of my dream. I do not need to prove to the world that I am worthy to experience my dream. I need only come back into the truth of who I am and remember. The only approval I need is my own. I do not need to prove. I do not need to work harder. I do not need to get it all done. I am enough right here, right now, and I desire more. So however you experience the energy today, whether you found yourself rushed and overwhelmed and trying to figure it all out and trying to understand the hows, or you took a step back and remembered who you are and you allowed the ideas to flow through you without needing to take action on it, without needing to move something out immediately, unless it was inspired. However you chose to experience today, doesn't matter, no judgment. But I invite you to check in with yourself now. Where do you find your value? Where do you find your worth? Do you notice that sometimes you don't have all the answers and that you're okay and open and curious? Or do you find sometimes that you don't have all the answers and you get frustrated? It is not our job to know how. It is none of your fucking business to figure out how. All you need to do is decide to have what you want to experience. And then pause and breathe and ask, what's the next step? And it will be shown to you. And when it is shown to you, you take the action. And then you come back to self and you remember, I choose to have this experience. It is not my job to know how. What's next? And you take action on that. What's next? And that is all you need to do on this journey to the experience that you want to have. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Happy Friday. I hope you had a beautiful day, no matter how you chose to experience it. And remember, if you felt overwhelmed, just take a deep breath now. All is well. I love you. I believe in you. And I see your power. Have a beautiful weekend, and we'll see you on Monday. Have an amazing weekend.